You're driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. I think, let's see, how sensitive are you? All right, that should be okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. I think I'm good now. And let's get everything ready to go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you all hear me now? Test, 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 1, 2. Can y'all hear me now? I had to work on my sound wasn't working, so I had to go and tamper with my computer. Testing, 1, 2. Nice. Okay. All right. Where in the world? All right, back to trading now. It's always something. Okay. So over here on our charts that I didn't get a chance to, in the world? Okay, Evoke is up 230%. So let me go and look at that one. Evoke. Tell you what, man. JZXN. This looks like a cheaper stock day. A lot of things down there moving. JZXN up 48%. GOVX. QK. And GMDA and RDBX. Okay. So let's see. Gary said he's taking a starter on Jackson or JZXN. Let me look down through the rest of these watch lists real quick. Nothing in the high float, everything dead out there. Mid float, pretty dead, only up 2% on Oxy. Low floats above $5. I see AVDL. I'll check that one out. AVDL. And MX. MX doesn't have that much volume. ATER though. ATER is another one. Okay. So that is all of those, and we'll go ahead and bring y'all over here to Street Smart Edge. Let me see. Yeah, now we good. Okay. All right, so let's start from the top. First of all, what is a SPY doing here? SPY is at 425. It was at 428 at close yesterday. Had really came up. But heading down right now. Don't know if it's gonna continue down, but whatever. GOVX is up 15% since the open. Getting a little bit of volume there, 3 million shares traded, but it is one of the cheaper ones, up 30%. Where's the one up with 200%? This one, Evoke. Evoke was up 200%, now down 17% since the open, which is insane, but it is cheaper. So this small move is about 17%. RDBX was one that Lori had called earlier this week. Gave a little shot up there at the highs of 474, making its way back down. We'll see what wants to hold. Sky is also up here. taking a major jump up. I know Ben's making some money off of this one. He got into Sky down here at $6 and has just been holding it. So he's up $4. I don't know how much, I don't know what his size was on Sky, but he's doing good. And it has no reason to go up. So it's just doing its thing, going up. Yep, no news, no nothing. It's a nice little pop. All right, GOVX coming on down off those highs. High was at the 127. Looking at the hour chart, it has given back quite a bit. GMDA, not looking too hot. ATER, see what you looking like. ATER got a high of day, but now coming on down. Got a nice bottom there. So yeah, today is a cheaper stock. Whoa, this one's trying to come back up off the bottom. Did have a huge buy up. I mean, not buy up, but a huge movement from the 40 cents up to the 120, but can it hold that throughout the day? Let me look back over here at the watch list as well. INDO back up to 20. Because oil came back up to 100. Veru going on down, so nothing else looking good. This thing didn't save anything that I changed. Nothing. Okay, that's better. All right. Evoke back up to 120. Finding a little bit of resistance. I wonder how fast this thing can move down. GOVX. High of day up here at the 127. So we'll mark that as a little bit of resistance for it. What's up, Lightning Rick? Good morning to everybody that's tuning in. Gary, Lightning Rick, Lori, One Life. DB was in here earlier, but I was having technical issues. I had to go off. But yeah. Shout out to DB too. Actually, I need to do my thumbnail on this video. All right, Sky is up to $11. Getting on up there. GMDA. Some of these cheaper ones, I did not get a chance to read the actual news. I do know that there are a lot of biopharmaceutical companies that are doing things out here. Gary said looking for 250 on that Jackson entry. Making a nice high of day at the 216. Still green on the day, which is a good sign. Everything else looks like it's gone red. So they would need to pull a red to green move and continuation. Sky is still up 15%, going up there and hitting almost a high of day there at the 1140, 1150, going to 1150. Just touched it right there. Everything has gone red on the day now, except for Jackson and Sky. So we will keep our eye on everything. DWAC is making its way off the bottom as well. If DWAC is something interesting to you. Came down quite a bit to the 37s. And yeah. Bounced down to the 35, came back up to the 38. ATER is already up here. MX. Did I put MX over here? I did not. And then yeah, I think those are all of those. ATER, DWAC, MX, AVDL. IMPP. It's getting a little bit of action. All right, I think I got everything. Things are coming back, starting to come back green now. So Jackson is right at the $2, kind of struggling with the 2. DWAC slowing down there, not competing volume-wise. IMPP, I do not like that box shape that it's got. Good morning, SB. All right, so we're seeing Jackson come back up to the 2. High of day was the 216. Let's draw a little bit of a trend line. See what it wants to do with the trend. Evoke coming on down 22% since the open. About to breach the $1 mark. So that one may be one that you just have to kind of wait until it bottoms out. Because once it breaks back under the dollar, you'll be playing with real pennies. QK breaking down there. RDBX still down 7% on the day. AVDL holding its little levels here. ATER threw a wick up here, but still headed down. Okay. And then NKTX was another one that's moving down. So we'll see who wants to be the one. Jackson getting some little pops here. The high of day was the 209. So if it can start holding the 209, that will be the spot maybe it will start to get a little action over the $2 or 210. Not expecting a huge range from that one though. I need to go through this some of this news too, because I don't even know about some of these. Needs to break VWAP and then you'll add to Jackson. Coming up to that 206, checking the 5-minute trend there. It's got a 2-minute trend as well. So I'll draw our next trend line here. Bang, just like that. And so we'll see it come up and maybe test this trend. But the low of day is a 175 on that one. Sky still looking like it wants to push even higher, which I think it will. Got a top up there of the 1150. It's way too late now on Sky. IMPP, I don't really like that one. RDBX, nah. Evoke continuing down to the dollar. Another pop and no show. Yep. We're going to focus on some of these that are actually green. So I'm going to take Evoke off the list. It's down 30%. The news on Evoke, and I'm just going to start eliminating some of these as well because there's no point of watching all of these. I see one called, what is WHR? Oh, that's super expensive. Whirlpool came out with their earnings today. Okay. It's like, what is this thing? I don't like that chart setup. All right, so let's start eliminating some of these that are not looking so hot. CYN is also up as well. Let me add CYN over here. Okay, what is the news on Evoke and does it have the potential to come back up? Evoke Pharma shares take flight pre-market on an extended Gimoti exclusivity. Evoke shares skyrocket on new FDA market exclusivity of the Gimoti nasal spray. Evoke, so yeah, that's what is this nasal spray solving is what the question would be. Specialty pharmaceutical, blah, blah, blah. Okay, patients entitled nasal formations of metoclopramide, U.S. patent. I don't know what all that is, but it doesn't sound like it's something that a lot of people are into. So Evoke is breaking down that dollar. If you want to keep your eye on Evoke, great. It's down 30% since the open, so good luck. We'll remove Evoke. Next, let's see. And I'm just going to start with the ones that are really red already. So QK is the next one that's been diving down here. Does it have the potential to come back up? What's the news on it? News on QK. Shares of QK International up 50%. Stock has float of 270K shares, 30% short float. So if that's all the news that they have is just a short float with no catalyst, I'm okay with that. Take QK off. Next one, that's the biggest mover down, will be ATER. ATER down 6%, so not huge down. It had an uptrend, came down and bottomed here at this $4 and something. So that's not horrible. RDBX. Okay, so let's focus in on some of these greens as well to see where they want to come down to. CYN is back up here making kind of like a triple top here around this 250-ish area, 260 area. GOVX is slowly making its way up. Let's see if we can start seeing any kind of trends on it. And actually, let me check the news on it as well. GOVX. GOVX announces the issuance of a malaria vaccine patent. Malaria vaccine patent. Okay, so we know malaria affects a lot of people, so that's one that we'll definitely keep on watch on GOVX. ATER, do you have any news today? ATER, if they don't have news, I'll get rid of them. Wall Street's Bets, Reddit, Tyrion appoints. They just appointed a new chief operating officer. That's trash. RDBX, what news you got? RDBX Entertainment. Okay, getting a new CFO. The current CFO steps down. You better have something better than that. Redbox shares spike. Downgrades. Redwood. Okay, trash. Redbox out of there. All right. GMDA. What's your news? GMDA shares jump on FDA nod to cell therapy trial in blood cancer. I'm gonna have to look more into this one. I ain't gonna get rid of that one yet. What's the next one? Jackson, Jay-Z. I think which one was it? Government or GOVX is gonna be one that's gonna be worth the watch. Shares jump after subsidiary buys equity interest in service shop operator. Sale. This is what EV maker Skywell. EV series. I have to look more into that. But yeah, this one right here is one that is probably worth watching today. GOVX. MX. Getting on up there, 17 bucks. What was your news on MX? Shares are trading higher following Korean economic daily report. Semiconductor power converter. Okay, that one is a little bit interesting. I'll keep that one on watch. DWAC. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm okay. Sky back up to the 1150s, continuing to test those highs. Can we see any kind of trend setups on some of these? CYN came up here through a wick up here to the 260 level and found some short resistance across this top here. Let's go ahead and draw that in. Short resistance. Where's my rectangle? Right across here. In that level. Let's see what else we got. GMDA just looks horrible going down there. MX up to 18 bucks. Came from the 15, jumped up here to the 18. Nice little dollar move, but only 1 million shares traded right now. GOVX getting up here and testing this downtrend. We'll go ahead and put the trend on the 15-minute. We can see here as well. So seeing it kind of finding a little struggle point there. On the hour chart, we can see it pulling back quite a bit. Getting a high of day up here. The previous high of day was $18. It slightly broke that high of day. Put resistance up here for MX. And then look for a trend to form off of this top. Let's see. Lori said AVDL, not a bad setup, but it is red on the day. So you will be fighting against the shorts there. If it can pull a red to green move and start to hold, then I think it could be a possible play. It did dip down here to the 410s and bounce all the way back up here to the 5s. I guess the question would be, how does it hold this level of the 550? Can it start holding and kind of branching away from the 550 there? So we got a little bit of support / resistance across this level. And we'll see how it holds that. But the high of day was the 566. Jackson going on down there. Nice little downtrend. Almost down 10% since the open. GMDA Gov still holding these levels. Has a low of see, this thing is so close to the dollar, man. I don't know about that one. CYN. It's another one that's holding up green. Let me check the scans and see if we see anything else. Nope, everything is red. Sky finally up there on the scans. Whirlpool. I mean, there's nothing else. We just have to wait. Okay, getting rid of some of these. NKTX. Oh yeah, yesterday I was looking and this thing actually had a shelf registration on it. That's why I was trading so wacky. I was like, what's wrong with this thing? I went after market and I was looking, I was like, man, this thing's got a shelf registration on it. This thing is going to die. The SPY is coming down to the 423s. Taking a nice little breath down. It actually gapped down a little bit from the 428 down here to the 426. Bottom here at the 420. So we'll see what the SPY wants to do. Sky getting on up there to $12. CYN. Okay, AVDL. Just not moving big. Taking his sweet time. I don't know about that one. Let me look at what the let me look at some of the statistics for ADVL. That can't be right. AD or AVDL. Got a little 52 million float. What do they actually do? 66 employees, based out of Ireland. Based out of Ireland, okay. Avadel Pharmaceuticals operates as a biopharmaceutical company in the United States. Am I tripping? Okay. Well, based out of Ireland, but work in the US. Okay. Its lead product candidate is FT218, a formulation of sodium oxybate, which is in a phase 3 clinical trial for the treatment of excessive daytime sleepiness and cataplexy in adults with narcolepsy. The company was formerly known as Flammel Technologies SA and has changed its name to Avadel Pharmaceuticals PLC in January 2016. Okay, so they're headquartered in Dublin, Ireland, Dublin. Okay, cool. So yeah, they're about the adult sleepiness. All right, so Sky coming on down, CYN. CYN coming on down. GOVX. Sticking to the trend. Is it going to continue trending down though? Only $1, man. I don't know if I want to mess with that thing. Veru popping back up there after coming down 13 all the way back up to this previous consolidation of the $14. NKTX, I'm gonna leave that one alone. So we've eliminated a lot. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks here. Don't know about Jackson, man. It's gonna have to turn up. Coming up to test a little trend there. AVDL MX came up to the highs. Let's see if we can find some type of trend. It's gonna need some more time. Veru up to the 1420s. 1430s. It's absolutely blasting off. Wow. Veru is on a wave right now. Only up 2%, but it was down. It was red at first, but now it's moving on up. Let's see. Ben told us yesterday to start a passive income business in the next 2 weeks. I joked about a book. One Life said close the markets. One Life, One Chance is like Coca-Cola. People need pizza all around the world. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So CYN, do you have any more news? What was your initial news? Because I know we did this one earlier. It had earnings. That's what it was. Files a patent for Drive Mod kit. That's what it was. Drive Mod. Coming on up there though. Got a high of day of the 269. It faced short resistance in this area before. We'll see if it gets knocked back down under this little range of the 250. Sky finally coming on down. CYN not able to hold that area right there. Put his nose up there, but got knocked down. Couldn't even make 50% of this box, which would have been the 280s. MX. I just don't like the way it's moving. Let me go and look into MX. Something is up with this one. MX based out of Luxembourg. Yeah. Chip semiconductor. Okay, so they're making chips, lead drivers, regulators, notebooks, tablets. What are your statistics? Are you operating? They're operating in the green. Okay. Shares outstanding 44 million, float 42 million. So people may not take as much notice in it because it isn't a stupid small float, but it did move up quite a bit. And that was almost a 70-cent move, 17.36 up here to the $8 there. Sky coming on off of those 12s. And CYN just trying to take out some of these sellers up here. Got a high of day of the 270. GOVX coming out of this little trend that we drew out. I'll see how it reacts, or will it follow this original trend, or will it start to create a new one here at the 115s. Sava, Veru, Sava, Sky. Yeah. ADVL is holding that 550 level right there. Across that level. This is the adult sleepy time medicines. ATER. Evoke did break back under the dollar, now at 92 cents. This one, don't know if it's coming back up or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write these down so I can go back and actually look into these companies. See why they were up. A little bit deeper. JZXN. Let's see something interesting. I'll drop it in the Discord. Also, we do have a Discord. If you're not a part of it yet, you can go out to frameworkfortune.com and get that Discord link. We drop all things about investing and entrepreneurship, and if you're interested in cryptos, NFTs, that kind of stuff. All of that's in there. Have different rooms, different chat rooms that host different subjects. DA. AVDL, Sky. I looked at Sky like a week ago and they were like, there's no reason for it to be moving up. And it's still launching. Veru and Adder. Okay. Sky coming on back up there to that top. Looking like it wants to retry that 12. High of day at the 12:30, 12:25. GOVX. We'll see how it tests this little downtrend here. CYN pushing into this area. It's got a little flat top here to 275 though. I would definitely keep my eye on that for a short position. Let me see, resistance right there across this level of 275. It's got stopped right under there before. We'll see what it wants to do there. Sky coming on down. Can we mark this thing up for a nice little downtrend here? AVDL breakout. Oh yeah. Getting a new high of day. Previous high of day was here at the 559. So we'll put that as a support. And see how it wants to act on that. Okay. Yeah, One Life, bag holder paradise, right? They ready to get rid of those shares. It dropped down here to 4, popped back up. I don't know. This just looks like a little bit of covering from this fall, though. We'll see if it can get back down here under the 550. Sky, we're seeing Sky rise back up to the occasion. GOVX losing out to some of these other stocks that are getting more volume. Jackson breaking these lows, low of the 170 there. So I'll get rid of Jackson. The SPY continuing back down to the 420 level. Had a little pop up here to the 428s. But as you know, the SPY can reverse very quickly. So be careful if you're going to trade something based on the SPY. Sky looking like it wants to pop here. Back up to the 12s. Touching the little trend we got. Oh, we got, let's see if we can get a little trend through here that'll work. Okay. We'll see if it respects that trend there. 422s. ADVL back to the 560s. Made the high of day. Can it start showing us some type of trend here? Wow, that was a big pullback from the 6 all the way back down. So maybe a little bit of bad news bears for it. We see Veru with a double top up here at the 15.1511. CYN making a top up here again. Stopped right under that 275 level there. Looking like it wants to make its moves back down now. We'll see what holds up their gains here on what is today? Wednesday? Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tuesday. Who's gonna hold up their gains? Got Veru up there. Actually, on the daily chart, AVDL looks very bad. I don't like that setup at all on the daily chart. Now I'm looking at it. Ugh. Jump over here. Look at this thing. This thing literally. Look. Nah, man, that's not what you want to get into. That ain't going nowhere. Not up anyway. It'll go down. Had the nice little throwdown through this 530. I mean, and look, it's already fighting so much of a downtrend here on AVDL. So that's a couple reasons not to touch that one. That thing will mess around and mess you up. Okay, jumping back over here to Sky, pulling back off of this trend again. GOVX. Let's see a test down here again over the dollar. Oh, that's what happened. Evoke. Wow, look how much Evoke gave back here. That's insane. Look at how it just came up over the 200 moving average and basically just gave everything back. Sitting right here at the 200. 141% up. What was the news on Evoke? Oh yeah, the FDA granted whatever. Nothing serious. GOVX doesn't look too great either. All the way down here. No, GOVX is trash as well. CYN. Still coming up here on CYN. Continues to try to get through that 275, but there are still sellers sitting over that thing. Let's see where Sky is pulling back down to. Is today the first day that, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. I watch Sky. That's what I watch to see if it'll set up for any kind of backside move. Coming on down here. Had a previous top here at the 1095. So we got what looks like will become resistance. Sky still doesn't have any kind of news on it though. Is it worth it to risk money in Sky with no news, just basically trading on hype? Hmm. We see the SPY slipping down towards the 420s, slip through the 422s. Definitely picked up some momentum downwards. And it has a little bit of a level here at the 420.64. We'll see if it stops at all at that level or does it want to just run through it. Sky continue to come on down. Evoke trying to get back over $1, but I'm just not interested in that one. Evoke is, see, if you don't look at the larger time frames, Evoke probably will look good. It's up 157%, but when you come out here and you look at this daily chart, it's like, bruh, look how much work this thing has to do back up to the 140. Nah, bro. Same thing with Jackson or JZXN. All that work right under the 200 moving average. Just no reason to waste the time to do that. A lot of these came back red on the day, and none of them really had big gap ups. CYN has been moving up for a while anyway, to the 264, but I'm expecting to see some kind of red day. It's what had 1, 2, 3, 4 green days. So I don't know about that one. RDBX looking questionable. GMDA. Yeah, Sky breaking down under the 11s now. Veru continuing on up to the $15 and coming back down. So yeah, are you guys seeing anything else across the board? All the high flows were dead. Let me look at the overall market. Woo! Well, Michael Myers has been busy. We see a lot of red in the market. Oxy. He's been real busy out here in these streets. He caught some of these stocks slipping. Yeah, I think we identified the ones that look the best, which is Veru, uh, Sky, and anything down here that looks good. And CYN. It's the only things that I see that look sort of nice. Wow, SBM or SBFM gap down. Glad I didn't play with that thing. Gap down from the 4. Doesn't look like a big gap down, but if you were holding that thing with some nice size there, maybe 100 shares, you know, I'll definitely tag your investment. SPY slowing down around that 421 level, bouncing at the 421.50. CYN continuing to look heavier and heavier up here, running out of volume at the top, which is not a good thing. If it was going to keep pumping, it would definitely still have that volume coming in. So again, like I said, I watch Sky for backside moves. Oh. Veru finally pulling back a little bit off the 1550s. Twitter coming on back down to 50 bucks, breaking down the 200 moving average there, which was literally right. The low of this candle is 50.22 on Twitter. Had a little kind of quick U shape here, but reversing course. I don't know if they had any more new. I know Elon bought Twitter, but I knew that wasn't going to be like hot news that'll make it go even higher. The initial hype was just him inquiring, which had more hype than him actually buying it. Anyway, URA still in my little box. This thing, the consolidations, I looked at the consolidation on this. It's about 20 days for it to consolidate and choose a direction. So I'm going to give it about 20 days on these plays, on the uranium plays. My entry on this one was the 808. And I want to see it test this level here and see what it can do. Same thing on UROY. In a nice little uptrend. Both of them are in uptrends, but just waiting. Okay. Sky trying to get back over the 11s. All right. The SPY pulling back over the 422s. Oh yeah, appreciate that, SB. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Let's see. I'm off to a meeting. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably still be on. Eru coming on down. A lot of buying pressure here on Veru. Has a previous level of the 1395. So $14 down here. Could be a little bit of support. Let me look back on the overall chart. Daily chart. 1431 was a little brief pause there on that level. Bottom of today was a 1286. Then it has a little flat top up here at the 1552, which you kind of found a little bit of resistance there. CYN did end up breaking back down out of that level, those levels. Do I trade pre-market? Rarely. Rarely. Unless I'm holding something and I'm just selling in pre-market, I'll do that. But pre-market is so much manipulation, man. Well, it's so much manipulation in the lower price range, but it can be some in the high price range too, because you can see something with a huge market cap ripping dollars in pre-market, and then time the open comes, it slaps down to only moving 15 cents. So I'm wary of pre-market. I'm wary of pre-market. It's gonna have to be some great catalysts. Like that time DWAC came out and they were like President Trump did something or was creating a company and DWAC was moving. That would be like the kind of catalyst that I would need. That thing started ripping. Okay, Sky waking back up here. Good, good, good. Do like Sky, man. 1111s. Let it find a little consolidation point here. Actually, yeah, I need to look at Sky's chart. Where is this next resistance? We look back over here on Sky. It had a little bit of resistance here at the 1150-ish area. 1150. Then it's got a top up here, 1579. But look at that yearly chart. Boy, 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 it was up to $43, pulled all the way back down to 11. So are these bag holders just trying to get out at some type of good price? Is that what this is? CYN dumping on off there. AVDL did break down that 560, going on down now. Veru looks the best, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how this these candles are what 1473, 1514, got a big range on it. Just gotta watch and see. The last 2 weeks, that seems to be where the plays are. And you know what, Gary? You know what I found out, and I was thinking about this. Why does it seem like sometimes in pre-market, it's like these excellent, perfect patterns, excellent, perfect plays that you see too late in pre-market? are the market makers or are the big money whales playing the patterns in pre-market? Are they creating patterns in pre-market to get buyers in before the drop at open? Is what I was thinking about. I was like, man, pre-market, it looks delicious out here. It just makes me want to hit the buy button. But when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, is this a trap? Is this a trap? The sharks are in the water. That's what I was just thinking about. When I first started, I was like, oh my god, I lost a lot of money in pre-market. And I was like, man, it just looks so great. Hit the button, and then all of a sudden, bam, you just get punched in the mouth. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until all the volume can come in. So if a pattern does come out, well, I know that retail traders and the big money market and market makers, everybody's in there fighting for their profits. Pre-market is just low volume. Anybody can come in and drop $3 million. It's just it's a lose situation, lose situation. Veru coming on down. CYN. I like Veru though. Trend. Daniel B, chill W cat, chill with cat. Okay, CYN does not look great. Go ahead and take that one off. Sky coming back up here to the trend. I'm gonna let it test here because I don't trust it. It's coming on the trend on the 5-minute, but we've seen this before. The trend on the 5-minute comes up and it may stop at what, 1150 right here at VWAP, or it may even go up here to the 1160 at this other trend and then immediate fail. So gotta be careful on that too. Veru cracking, going red on the day, trying to hold up there. Daniel B, are you a cat person? Lori asked. $14, $16, got plenty of sell-off down here. Veru. Can you go back up? Nope, it's Veru's kind of came on back down into the range now. Look over here on well, I guess we were looking at TOS right there. Coming back into this range under the 1423. So I think that's going to be a nice little level for some shorts to act up. But Sky though, Sky, we'll see what Sky wants to do here. Because Sky is still in an uptrend. Can Sky come back and just test the $11? There'll be a 25-cent winner. Oh, breaking down. All right, let's look around some more. Taking another starter on Jackson, or I keep saying Jackson, JZXN. Gary says on JZXN. Starter down there. It got out of this 5-minute downtrend and testing the 15-minute downtrend. Hasn't yet broke out of it though. And then on the hour chart, we have a little steep trend here as well. Is it too steep? It's pretty steep. We'll see if it can go ahead and break down. Let's see, what is this, 160? We'll be breaking back down into this trend, but it is still red on the day. So you are fighting against quite a bit of shorts. Looking for 205. $205. Maybe $2, but 205, a break of the two again. 190. 190 may be a better spot just to secure the bag. GOVX still making its way, doing little things down here. Wow. Went up there, snapped to the 130 and gave it all back. Ugh. And that's a new high of day, so it's got to reset up everything. And that's one good thing when you want to see the lower price act like a higher price stock. That's what I'm looking for. Do the pattern, respect the pattern, and then, show me a nice entry. But these things, they can't do it. they can't do it. Somebody's gonna come in and drop $2 million and drop the stock. That's all that's gonna happen. Veru, we're getting a nice little pullback off of Veru here, down here. I might give Veru a shot off these lows to see if we can get back up here to the 1450-ish level. Haven't confirmed the true trend though. We got the high of day, it's been coming down, blah blah blah. The hour chart is still really red though. I think I'm gonna give this one some time. Not gonna just jump in. Sky, this is the one. Sky, what do you want to do down here? You got this bottom of the 1040s. You're looking real suspect here. I may give Sky a little run for its money. Let's see. So Sky came down, tried to test here. We need to see a little bit more consolidation because it's still a ways away from this 15-minute trend at the 1150. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of consolidation time here. This is a trap. Need to see about one more candle hold this level here of the 1040, and then I use the 1040 as a risk. All right, GOVX gave up the ghost. Jackson still just doing his thing there, but so Veru and Sky. Veru lost almost everything, so I don't think Veru is going to be coming back up anytime soon. Give me a little bit more consolidation over that 1040. Okay, there's a new candle coming up there and testing the trend. You can see a little bit more consolidation right above this 1040. Let's see. It smells losing hair, pupping around and doing nothing. Plus, cats are not loyal to the owner as a dog. True. All statements are true. You can't tame a cat. Cat does what he wants to do. You're like, come over here. I got this great plate of food that I made for you. He's like, so? And then later on, when he feels like it'll make his way over there and eat it. A dog, you bring out a turkey leg. Oh, he on his way. Say less. Cats poop outside. They don't have a smell. Cats don't have a smell. What? What cat have you met that didn't have a smell? I need to meet this cat. Shake his paw. Let's see. Loyal everywhere I go. There he is. I can't have a moment of rest. Okay, so we're seeing this thing hold over this 1020. Man, you must, man. Well, I guess the cats out here are country cats. We got bobcats, tomcats, all the cats gangster. All that cats about their life. We got cats that actually you can actually smell when you go outside. Be like, yeah, it's been a cat around here. Yeah. You can do the same thing with dogs too, but they have two different smells. Cats have this ammonia smell, kind of like I don't know, like old fish or something, kind of. Dogs have kind of like a wild. If you've ever, I don't know how to explain this. I don't even know how to explain the smells, but I know the two different smells when it's a dog or a cat. All right, so sky's coming on down to this 1040 area. I wanted to see it. Why is the volume drying up like this? What in the world? Just had a million shares traded and now the volume's drying up, which is kind of a good thing. If they don't want to push it down through this 1040 here. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and they want to take a break here. Somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? I don't want to talk to you. Okay. So yeah, this thing is looking like it can break back up through this little trend if it can hold this. This is a 30 cent, will be a 30-cent risk here. A lot of selling going through with no motion. Can we see 71s? A lot of selling. Buying there, buying a little bit on this bottom here. 1072 is my entry. Looking for the break here. Let those shares live right there. And if it wants to consolidate here and start the break, great. If it wants to break before I get any more ad, oh well. As long as it holds that 1040 here. Okay, coming out here too. It's going to have to dip some so I can get some more closer to the 1040s. Can you dip a little bit for me? There we go. Can you dip a little bit more? Throwing a little wick down there. Can you dip a little bit more? Don't come back up yet. Okay. Not giving me any kind of love to get a little bit closer. Can we get back under those 70s? Okay. Keeps getting bought up here. Let it consolidate a little bit. A little bit. Okay. So it continues to hold this little level here. Plenty of volume down here. Yep. So it's not gonna give me a chance to add. I'll just hold what I got and yeah, be ready to sell in a little bit. We'll see if it can make another high over this 1060. I only entered a little bit down here. Was looking for the break of the 5, possibly test up here to the 1130s right now. Come on down to that 1040, buddy. Come on down. Show me red again. Okay, 70s. Can you come on down through the 75s? I see the 72s on the bid. Can you give us a little bit of a drop off? 75s holding there. Adding a little bit here. Looking for a little bit of a drop off. 74s, adding a little bit more on the 75 break. Looking for it to break off of this 1075. Adding, adding, adding 10 shares there. Looking for it to pump out here, at least a little bit. Low of the 1040, so risking what, maybe 30 cents. VWAP up here at the 1145s. Can it get crazy? Or the hour chart looks okay. Just need to get a little push out. This candle closes in 15 seconds. Okay, opening up a little bit higher. Outside of the 5-minute trend, but still under the 15-minute. Let's go to the hour. See if we can get a push up here. 1090 continues to get keep getting those pushes down though. So I sell a bit at this. If it can reach up to this top level 1119, I'll sell a bit. And if it can reach up here to the 1142, I'll sell a bit. We'll see what it wants to do here. Can we get those 11s? Sell a little bit at 11. I don't know. 11's kind of close. Bottom of the 1043. 1050-ish. 1102s. May need a little bit more consolidation going into this trend. 1040. Not seeing those buyers push it through, but it's okay. Back into indecision mode on the 15-minute. Come on, buddy. Go ahead and break that 11 like you know you want to. Can you see those 95s come up there strong? 93s. Okay. Bid is at 1097 right now. Not seeing it move out very quickly over those 95s. Struggling to get that 11 up there. I don't like it. Give it time. We can see the selling pressure. Oh, actually, I'm not on the right screen. Made back half my loss on UVXY. Nice. Looking for this thing to try to test that top of the 1119 here. Bottom of this 15-minute is the 1057. We'll see if it can start to breach this top here of the 1107. Nah, it's not. It's not looking great. See if we can get bought up here and retest that trend. There we go. 11's getting hit there. We'll see if it can start a little uptrend here. Let's take it. Anything else still moving okay? So at this point, 1050, I just cut it 1050. If it comes back into the, or 1040, it comes back into this range, which it shouldn't, but it could. So 1040. Let's see it get over that 11 though. If it can push out of this level, I just put my stop at break even, 1103. $10.77, 10.75, 10.74 will become that out for me if it doesn't want to act right here. If it can get that push over 11, I'm putting 10.74 as my out. But it just don't look like it. Where are those 98s? Bruh. Okay. Yeah, 10.74, and I'll just get back in if it wants to come back down. Go back up. Put my stop in there. Very small risk. I'll just get back in if it doesn't want to go up. Anything over the 90s on the bid will be great. Can we see those 91s, 92s, all the way to the 95s? Immediate failure. It's the low of this, 1084. Okay, yep, I'll just get back in once it fails here. Right down to the 1080s, looking for the break. Popped off the 80s there. There's the break. Nice little punch through. Sold at 1075 is where it sold at. Cool. Lost like a cent on that one. CYN. Veru, where'd you go? Oh, Veru went red on the day. What? No, it's not. It's just down. The SPY is breaking, going down to the 420s though. Let me look at Veru real quick. See if Veru can get going upward off these lows. Low of the 369, so the 20-cent risk here. 369. How much volume is still here? 100,000 shares. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this volume is looking a little sick. It's a lot lower than a Sky up here. But I can give it another try. Very looking like it's ready to bounce back up. I can lose 14. I can use 14 as my backstop on Veru. Go ahead and take some. Well, did not let me get in. Let me see if it'll pull back a little bit. Only got in a little bit on Veru. Can't get any more pullback. $14.04. I'm gonna buy some there. Buy a little bit more. Can we dip some more? 14.05s. 14's holding. Okay. Okay. So got 10 shares of Veru. Looking for it to try to bounce back up and test maybe some highs. Low here is the 1370s. 1370. Oh. Giving it some time. Sky back up to 1075, holding this level again. But has definitely failed it once. Came away from the trend there, so I'm going to give it some time. 1412's getting hit here. Okay, so we got a low here. And if it can break this 1436, my break even will be at the 14. So I'll be risking 8 cents here. Or actually 13.99 be the break even. I want to see a full break of the 14. Okay. Got my stop out in there at the 13.99. I'll let that play. Watching Sky though. Oxy Adder. ATER. Okay, Sky continued down, so that one not doing what we wanted it to do. 1430s, risking the 8 cents, looking for it to get through. Only up 18 cents so far. I'll move up to the exact, if it can break here, I'll move up to my break even as an out. Needs to break through the 30s though. Okay, Sky, another hold here above the 1045s. I have to open up the next candle though. It's got 3 minutes left on that candle. Looking for Veru to go ahead and get through this 1425. Okay, getting bought up here 1075 again. It has 2 minutes left on that candle on Sky. 1042. Like Veru's getting on through that 1430. So it looks like I will be moving up to the break even. 1408, 1410 will be the new stop once it makes its new low. Will it be able to push though? We see 1075s here. 10 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Looking for the break of this downtrend on both of these. Here we are. Is it going to continue to push down here? It's got a lot of, it's got to work up to do up back up here to the 11. I don't like that. Veru got up to the 32s, but just came right back down. Come on. Do they really want this thing up? Apparently not. It's not holding up that 25. 21's on the bid. Need to see those 20s. No 20s. 20s disappeared. Low of this candle was a 1411. Well, I got my stop in there. So, all right. So the risk here would be a 30-cent risk. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this risk here. Ah, crap. It is getting up without me. Take that risk. Wow. Got up kind of quick. Slow down, buddy. Gotta get my position, bro. Slow down. All right. So the bottom here, let's see, what is this? Okay, got my position, risking off the 1040s again. This time my entry was a little bit higher, 185, 1040 risk. The low of this candle is a 1070. So I risked 10 cents on this one. Looking for it to go. Start getting out of these levels. And if it can't, hey, 10 cents. It's breaking, starting to break out of this trend here. That's what I'm looking at. Breaking out of that trend. 1108. Okay, nice. So letting that play. Let's see. This one hadn't stopped me out just yet. Veru. See if Veru can pick up his feet and stop playing. Needs to start holding those 20s. If not, I will be out of that one. This one though, Sky got my little out down here on the bottom. Looking for what it wants to do. Let's see. Well, dang B, just today is continuation. So like Sky, Veru, Sky was ripping from $6, right? And my what I'm thinking about, if it was ripping from $6, when is it gonna come down, and will it give me an opportunity to take profits, even if it's just small profits? I'm not too. There's no news on Sky, so it's not like a crazy thing. Oh, Veru came back up through the 30s there. Veru getting on up there. Nice, pulling back. So we'll see if it can continue above this level of the 1450s. And I can make my break even 1408 on that one. No reason to risk big with no catalyst. $14. Okay, Sky continuing up. We'll see what happens up here. Has a high of the 1122. But we do know it's a crazy mover. So when it does move up, it can move big. We'll see how it comes out of this next trend that it's looking like it's running into. Trend line. This one, can you break above and hold those 40s? Okay. Don't see it. So got my stop out right at break even. Not even gonna take a little. Because if they're gonna go, they're gonna go. Either way it goes. Like Sky right now, pulling back off that level, back to the 11s. If it holds up, great. The SPY down here on the 421 has kind of rebounding off this bottom of the 421. Okay. So that's okay too. Veru getting up to the 1450s there. The level here is a 1431, 15-minute 1411. So 1411 there. Okay. All right, we'll let that one play. And then 11, this one's trying to make its way back up. We'll see what Sky can do. Can it continue to hold out of these levels here? Looking real weak. 1085. Giving it time to make its mind up. Okay, so this one, I really do not know about this one, but I just leave my stop right there. It came down here twice. If it breaks again, that's true weakness. I see Veru up to the 60s there. Have a top here of the 1479. 1479 on that one. We'll see if it can get up to the 1479. 1475. Let's go ahead and throw a limit sale out there. 1475. Get rid of half up there. Okay, 1475, and then the break of the body of this candle, 1490. See if it can get up there. Or not. Could just wait here then. 1425 is a $0.25 break. Thought it was gonna pick up more momentum than that. So 1425 would still be a winning trade. Just, you know, make sure I change that to stop so I don't accidentally sell something I'm not ready to sell. And change this back to 25. But if it doesn't want to bless me big, oh well. I'll take a little winner. Little winner. Little wiener. Sky getting back up off these levels, going and testing again. If it can push through this level, I'll definitely move my stop above the break even, which is the 1086. Coming up there to that next level. So it broke the first trend there. And we're looking for it to hold out of the 11. So 11, 1099 will be the out. Still be a winning trade, but just reducing risk. 10.99. So got my stop out there at 10.99 and looking for it to get through this level. If it can't, oh well, still a winning trade. We'll take that. Anyway, let's go and look across the market and see if we see anything else. Veru in that one. ATER. Not looking great. Sky. Okay. Getting a little heavy right there. If it wants to sell off, oh well. I just get out at the break of 11. Can we see those 20s up there start the whole? I see 24s, 21s. People are, it's a little bit of action. I don't know if it's buying or selling though. We want to see which way this thing wants to move. $11.24, 25s, 27s. Can we get the break of the 30s? Slowing down quite a bit. Yep. Will it surprise the shorts here? More time is what it's requiring. 25s keep coming up there, but it's not holding those 25s. Okay. So we got a new bottom here. New body. 1103. Will it get a big pull down here? All right. Well, if it wants to get crazy, that would be dope. This other one still doing this thing up there as well. I do not like the way that they opened up this candle, but this was a whole lot of buying pressure here. So maybe it'll hold up, maybe it won't. Oh well. What's up, Dallas? Back at your desk watching Evok. Is Evok coming back up? I'm in Veru and Sky right now. Okay, stop me out right there for a quick wick down. Got bought up very quickly. That's crazy. Wicked me out real quick. I want to see if Sky can come back down. It did get me out. See if it can come back down into these levels again. How far will it crash? Will it hold out of this secondary trend? Veru is up to the 470s, 470 something. Got a top up here of the 1480. On the hour charts, the bottom of this is the 1450. I'll get out there at the 1450. Want to see this thing push. $14.49. If it's a real push, it should hold the 50, the half-dollar level. Got my stop out right there. That will be a little bit in the profit, like 50 cents in the profit. Anyway, back up here at Sky, acting crazy. Let's see what Sky wants to do. Can you come on down? See, the volume is just waning on Sky. Don't really see it doing what I needed to do. Veru up to the 1475. So this top here, I need to be looking to take my profit. A push through the 1480s and 90s. I need to be trying to sell. If it doesn't break down this 1450 here. I'm just watching. 1475. Can we get to the 80s? 80s, 90s is where I want to sell. Sky. Sky getting real tight up here, but I just don't trust it anymore. It's looking a little weak. I want to see it throw something through the 80s, and I'll be selling little bits. Okay, opening up a new candle. Probably need to keep my eye on something else as well. Dallas says scratch Evoc. Yes, Evoc. Evoc look good until you look at the daily chart and everything else that's surrounding it. It just looks so bad. Like when I went over here to TOS and I looked at this daily chart, I was like, bruh, this thing is forever red. GOVX was another one we looked at, but didn't have a huge move. Just couldn't really make it happen there. About to get stopped out on my other trade over here on Veru. Hour was an IPO way back when that just got some random news, or I don't know why it went into a circuit breaker halt, but no real news that I see, and could not hold those levels either. Let me actually look at hour. And then what was the other one? We saw CYN fall off. Still making its way up though. It's been going up for there's gotta be a red day coming. That's why I really don't want to touch that one. BKTT crypto stock is up a little bit, no gaps. AVDL continues to just sit at the 550. Don't like that chart pattern. Sky, I already traded. All right. Well, let's look at what Sky's doing here. Sky's looking like a bull trap. Let's see what Sky wants to do. Sky's definitely looking very questionable here. I'm gonna see if we can consolidate into the next candle above this secondary trend that we got here at the 1090s right now that it needs to break down if it's going to show weakness. About to get stopped out on Veru. I see it coming down as well to that 14 whatever, but I did get 50 cents on it. 50-cent little run. It just made it to right here at this top, 1480, and then coming back down. So, oh well. Things happen. 3 cents away from me. Yeah, that was Hour right there. Taking that big old... What was the news on Hour? Why did it do that? Hour, discretionary, blah, blah, blah. Halted on circuit breaker. Shares companies broader. Okay, not really seeing any reason for that particular stock to come back up. So take an hour off. Sky did end up coming back down to the 11s. Gonna see if it can hold a little bit. But it's forming a new trend on the 5-minute here. We see the SPY coming down to the 420 level once again. 420.28. Just about to break. The ultimate bottom here is the the ultimate bottom here is the 4.8. It got down to the 418.72. I'll put that as a little bit of support down there. Will this be a bottom again, or will it go ahead and break down? Got stopped out of my other position on Veru. Sky took a little bit of a dip, scaring folks out of there. Let's see if it'll go ahead and break down this 1050. This was the second time that it's came up to this top here and coming back down. Will it pull all the way back up here to the 11s? I don't think so. I don't like this downtrend, how it's going. All right, let's see where Veru is. Yeah, I don't like neither one of these. ATER. Okay, ATER has a high of day up here at the the 564. $564. Came down here to the 4s, so 564 down to the 480s. Back up here testing. ATER just doesn't have any news to really go like that. Like, the catalyst isn't there. Let me look at ATR's catalyst. I remember last time I looked at it, it wasn't too interesting. Let's see, ATER Yeah, Dallas, that's how I'm feeling. It's getting to that point. It's like, ugh, everything's starting to look nasty. There was some opportunities, but yeah. Okay. Ethereum shares are trading higher amid retail investor interest on social media. Oh, this is a Wall Street Bets. And they put out their earnings last month. That's why ATRN was up. But their earnings wasn't just super good or anything. Okay. Veru coming down here and just sitting here on the 1454. But at this point, I don't want to enter up here. The 15-minute does not look great. We're seeing another break. Well, it might have just broke the 420 and then bouncing back up again. The low there was a 419.60. Double bottoms above the 420 level. Sky, you dirty, dirty dog. What do you want to do today? Are you going to go ahead and break down with the SPY? Uh, CYN is pushing back up here. CYN. Push back up here to the 260 level, back into this range where they found weakness that first time here. Up 12% since the open, but finding some more short resistance in this box again. Veggie burrito and quesadilla while I was out. I live in, oh yeah, I know you eating good. Hey, Dallas, those food trucks, bro. Oh my goodness, man. We need food trucks in Mississippi, man. Last time I was in Dallas and last time I was in Texas, I went to San Antonio, Dallas, and Huntsville, Texas. Huntsville, Texas. Boy, 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 man, that food is for real. But you know, we just we have food trucks sometimes. Very rarely do I see food trucks in Mississippi that are buzzing like that. Like in Dallas, everybody be around the food truck. They have a whole camp set up around the food truck. Let's see. CYN, ATER. So yeah, ATER, it's already run up. I mean, if you're gonna get in, that $5 level probably would have been the spot to play it, and it would have gave you maybe a 40-50 cent run and then down. So Sky continuing to come down and get defeated by these downtrends, so I don't like that motion. Veru slowly giving up the ghost at the 1450, but it looks like it's trying to curl here a little bit. I might give it a try. 1450. Let's see what's the bottom of this. 1440. So 10 cent risk on this one. But then when I look up here at the hour chart, it did get quite a bit of buying, but it's pushing back into this. It's pushing back into this buy up. So and see, it's defeating it. It got all this buy up, and why is it getting defeated is the question. So basically it got bought up, failed. Came up here, opened right here, failed, tried to get bought up again, failed. So it's just a lot of failure in very right now. Plus, it is a multi-day runner, so we are buying at the top of the top. At the top of the top. CYN running out of volume up here. Okay. EVOC going on back down. JZ XN still plummeting. GOVX. So nothing. I don't like none of that. CYN on the daily chart though looks strong. Came up here, came down, got a big push down, but it's just holding here this 260. I don't know. That drive my kit is I don't know what that drive my kit does, but I think One Life or somebody has said it was kind of like Peloton. What is a drive my kit? CYN drive my kit. What does it do? Okay. Let me restart this. I'm not gonna play the audio, but I'll play the video. Oh, so it's like used in like warehouses for like it's almost like a little uh oh, look at there. Can drive around. You can put like 300 pounds of stuff on there and just be like, yep, go there. That's dope. So basically, you'll need to have a pinpoint GPS location, and then you'll need to have LiDAR sensors on that thing, which is probably what's on the front. Yep, there they are. So basically, it'll just go until it can't go anymore, and then you need to have a program extermination on there. Pretty smart. Pretty smart. Hmm. So that is why CYN is moving there. Okay. So the question is, are you willing to invest in that product? Are we willing to invest in that? ATER came up here and tested, but it's still in a nice little downtrend on the day. And most retail is out, so okay, Sky, what are you trying to do? I want to see Sky go ahead and break down. Oh, it's 10:51. Um, well, that is my time for today. I literally did not see the time slipping away. Um, Dallas said gas station. No, no, not gas station. No, the food trucks. But anyway, um, What was I about to say? Yeah, I need to get off of here and do some work. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We saw a little bit of movement in the cheaper stocks today. We'll definitely keep an eye on Sky and Veru, and maybe they'll do some moves throughout the day. But just know they've been moving for multiple days, so I'm definitely waiting for a pullback. Just taking some quick scalps on them. But yeah, shout out to everybody. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. We do have a Discord that you can be a part of. You can go out to frameworkfortune.com, get signed up. There are no paywalls or anything like that. You can get in the Discord and we talk about anything investing in entrepreneurship, cryptos, NFTs, whatever. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning, which will be Wednesday. Gotta keep up with my days. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.